Imagine it's 1998. Peak Attitude Era. The Rock cutting the best promos ever. Stone Cold Steve Austin drinking beers over a fallen Vince McMahon. And they bring back Bruno Sammartino. And he's presented as a legit threat to the World Championship scene. That is what bringing back Goldberg is like. And that is brought to you by T-Funk. Yeah, thank you, Daniel Pabu, for that submission. And this is your Monday Night Raw Hot Takes, where I take your thoughts, your opinions, your hot takes from the previous episode of Raw, SmackDown, PLEs, and whatever show that they can think of. I am a little flustered. I'm a little flabbergasted. The rumors were true. And Goldberg, the arch nemesis of this channel, has returned. He's back to ruin my life. John Cena, take notes, because if you really want to ruin wrestling, then just be Goldberg. Bill Goldberg, as Bret Hart would call him, and he's coming for this title, and I hate it. I hate it. Oh, relax, Chop. He's just here for a retirement match. Nope, I will not relax. I dare say, if you are a Goldberg fan, you might want to avoid this channel until July 13th, maybe July 14th, because I'll do a review of Saturday night's main event, and yeah, till July 14th, I'm all in on hating Goldberg. He's back. Why is he back? And he's going for this title. I do not want Goldberg to win this title. I'd rather one of you win this title. I'm going to give away this title so Bill Goldberg can't have it. And if you want to win this title, all you got to do is comment below. Subscribe to the channel, hit that bell, ding, 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 notification. And don't forget a thumbs up. The thumb's not going to talk today. The thumb is so upset that Goldberg is here that the thumb's not talking. All right. So yeah, you can win this though. For real, I'm trying to quit the day job. Please let me quit the day job. If I get to quit my day job in the next month, I can produce more Goldberg hate videos. And that would be amazing. Anthony Smurth-Waite. If Goldberg gets destroyed by Gunther in a one-sided squash match, I'd be fine with the match. Yes, that would actually, you know what? I would love that. That would be amazing. Anthony, you're like one of my favorites now. Number one, Goldberg from Roger Murray. Roger Murray, you're not one of my favorites. He did put a dinosaur emoji, and that's what Goldberg kind of is at 58 years old, coming to take the belt off of Gunther, a big old dinosaur. El Senor. I used to call, oh wow, Elsinore. I used to call you Elsinore, but you're actually El Senor. I was pronouncing your name wrong. I apologize. This Raw was better than last week's because of the presence of Goldberg. Maybe I take back my apology about pronouncing your name wrong. He also does say that, but now that Liv Morgan is out, it is going to hurt the women's division a lot because she has been carrying it. Yeah, you know, all seriousness aside, Liv Morgan did get injured all jokes aside, Liv Morgan did get injured last night, and that truly sucks. The good thing is, I don't feel that Liv has necessarily been carrying it lately. She's demonstrated that she can carry it, and she is also very much a welcome presence when she does enter on screen. But I do think that Becky has been holding it down, which is crazy because Io's the champion, but that's whole other subjects here. But the loss of Liv, even for I don't know how long she's gonna be, but even if we had to lose Liv for 3 weeks, it would hurt, especially because she's about to enter into a program with Nikki Bella. She's always involved with Dirty Dom, the Judgment Day stuff backstage, and I was thinking that they might even have had a match at Night of Champions. So this throws a lot of things into whack. Plus it's Liv Morgan. She carried the division last year, I'll tell you that much. Luigi O says Goldberg is the greatest of all time. Luigi O, I thought we were friends. Goat Buggy, I really can't wait for my hero, Moneybags Bad Bill Goldberg, to just destroy Gunther in a match and take his title too. Oh, I would laugh big time. Goldberg should beat Gunther in seconds just to make the IWC really mad. But I would be dying laughing if Goldberg wins at Saturday night's main event. Honestly, that's what Vince McMahon would do. Like, if he thought everybody would revolt, then there were times where he would literally do something just so horrible just for his own amusement and watch everybody completely melt down. He would, like, storyline, character-wise, didn't matter. He would just do something to make him laugh. So, congratulations, you book like Vince McMahon. Negligence. They really had Jay Uso lose to have Gunther versus Bill Goldberg. I love WWE. I sense the sarcasm there, and yes, tomorrow I'm going to do a video for Wednesday about, and my personal feelings aside, which I will admit, I'm a little biased, if you couldn't tell, against Bill Goldberg, but I am going to do a video about Goldberg and how his presence comes and destroys everything. Destroys storylines, characters, all of that, and we just history keeps repeating itself. Kevin Owens, The Fiend, Bray Wyatt, Jay Uso, and Gunther now. All caught in the wake of the 58-year-old Goldberg who had a streak in 1998. You do realize 1998 was what, 27 years ago? Like 27 years ago? We're going to give Goldberg a proper send-off, but we couldn't give R-Truth. Granted, we did get R-Truth back. But, like, they weren't gonna. We had to fight for that. But, like, Goldberg deserves the retirement match with the world champion, not R-Truth. Carlito, he doesn't even get a send-off. We don't even have to give the dude a match. We could literally just kick him out because he had a bad date with Raquel Rodriguez. We could have made like a bunch of funny vignettes or segments and just say, all right, you're out of here now, Carlito. But Goldberg gets the star treatment. Bill Harriet. Goldberg limped to the ring and was completely gassed before he finished his promo. Nobody asked for this travesty. Bill Harriet's my new best friend. Ben P. Goldberg's knees look just a little better than HBK's. For their sake, this match better be quick. Don't worry, Ben P, it'll be quick. Even when Goldberg, his knees were perfectly fine, he could only do a quick match. Like, I don't think Goldberg knows how to do a match that goes longer than 90 seconds. At 91 seconds, he's tapped out. Brian TV. Goldberg actually beats Gunther at Saturday's main event. Then Seth cashes in for the belt. I see that happening as well. I see that as the justification. And people will be like, oh, well, don't worry. He only had the belt for a second. I don't care. I don't want Goldberg to have the belt for even a millisecond. I don't want Goldberg's name to be even mentioned in the same sentence as a current WWE wrestler. I want Goldberg to stay where he belongs in the past, on the sinking ship that was WCW. Daniel Pabu, the one who shall not be named, that's Goldberg, looked so gassed during his entrance. Yeah. I wonder how Gunther is going to pull a great match out of this. I bet that's why they gave him Pat McAfee. They were like, ooh, we got to have Gunther practice against people with no talent in the ring. So they gave him Pat McAfee to see if he could get a good match out of him. And they were like, oh, wow, he did. I guess he's ready for Goldberg. Roman Reigns acknowledged me. LMAO. Goldberg instantly made me laugh out loud. Thinking of you, Chop. I'm glad you enjoyed his appearance then. People are going to be like first-time viewers, even like maybe casual viewers of this channel are going to be like, holy crap, why does Chop hate this guy? I will tell you why. No, at like 50,000 or 100,000 subscribers, I'll reveal. It's not even that good of a story. That's not even that good of a story. But I will say this. Goldberg, there's only been one time in my entire life that I actually quit watching WWE. It was only for like a week or two, and I kept up with the highlights, so I really didn't, and I sold out really quick. I was like, whatever, I'll come back. But, only one time in my entire life did I literally quit WWE, and Goldberg was involved in that story. Like for real, if you're a Goldberg fan, don't watch this channel for like 2 or 3 weeks, because you're going to be like, this is look at this nerd crash out. And I'll be like, yeah, buddy, I'm a nerd. I'm crashing out. I'm passionate about my wrestling. And the fact that a 58-year-old dude is about to come in and beat Gunther, who's held the title, the Intercontinental title, for 666 days. And they interrupted Jay Uso's title reign of 51 days and a 14-year career to get to this point, just so Goldberg can have a retirement match at Saturday Night's Main Event. And make no mistake about it. This isn't about Gunther. This is about AEW. AEW is running. They're all in. They're all in. Their biggest. Their WrestleMania that weekend, and WWE is just trying to, I don't know, siphon the fans from AEW. And honestly, I think that's bullcrap. I'm going to call it. Oh, well, it's business. All's fair in love and war. And yeah, I get that. It's, we have AEW's biggest event of the year, All In, on July 12th. And suddenly a Saturday Night's Main Event pops up on July 12th. We didn't need to do that. And then they take the title off of Jay so Goldberg can have a retirement match and make it more enticing to get more people away from AEW. And some people, I know some of you are applauding that, like, wow, this is just like the Monday Night Wars. I mean, I don't know about that. It's not. AEW is not real competition right now. Like, I'm okay with AEW. I'm not like taking a dump on AEW, but they aren't what WCW was, all right? They're not a threat. They're just a viable second option. And, well, they don't want them to be a threat. You're just being a bully right now, WWE. And fine. You want to do stuff? Like, I don't mind them taking pop shots. I mean, MJF took a pop shot at WWE kind of, sort of, last week. He called Mystico a sloppy Sin Cara. So it's not like AEW doesn't take their shots at WWE, but, like, for real. You know, all's fair in love and war. Well, even during World War I, the Germans and the British did a ceasefire on Christmas Day so they could play soccer. So, like, maybe there could be a ceasefire on All In Day and WrestleMania days. So, I don't know. Maybe I'm just delusional. Maybe what was I talking about? Where am I? Who am I? Goldberg is back. It's 2025. What the heck is going on here? Let's so if you're new or just a casual, you might not want to watch this channel whenever Goldberg's name appears, because I just lose my mind. This dude. I've been shouting from the rooftop since 1997 that this dude is just bad for business. Like, and oh, you're just a Mark. I'm a Mark. Hello, my name's Mark. Just call me Mark and not Chop. I don't care. I don't know. Wrestle Mark right here. Like, all right, let's see about some other hot takes, though. Actually, we'll do two more about Goldberg. Goldberg is kind of like Ric Flair and Hulk Hogan. They just never go away from Come At Meow. And yup, never go away. And tis Mickey, first and foremost, I am so sorry, Chop, and I can't believe the rumors were true, and this is why they took the belt off of Jay. Yeah, the rumors were true. Stay tuned for tomorrow. I'm going to do a video. I'm going to try to be a little more professional in tomorrow's video. These are hot takes. This is my hot take. I'm allowed to get hot during hot takes. I know how silly and ridiculous I look, but the thing is, I can't help myself. Like, I have passion, and some of you wrestling fans out there can use some of it. Not you, maybe you. You guys are fine over here. Oh, man. But, yeah, thank you, Tiz Mickey. I can't believe they also took it off. And tomorrow, I will do a video. Gunther didn't need the title to have a retirement match with Goldberg. Why did we have to interrupt Jay Uso's title reign for this? And then Tiz Mickey says, also, I see it now. Cody wins King of the Ring, fights Cena at SummerSlam, wins, and Seth cashes in. Then we get another awesome match feud between Seth and Cody. I like this scenario better than Seth cashing in on Goldberg, because I don't want Goldberg to touch or sniff that belt. All right, no more Goldberg, unless I see a really good Goldberg burn. Raphael at air. Sammy and Cross really cooked. Their segment cooked. Sammy is the perfect person to put Cross over, and if booked right, will set Cross up to knock on the main event door. Wouldn't mind that. I really do hope that Cross and Sammy fight at SummerSlam and not just at a random Raw or SmackDown, not even Saturday's Main Event. Cross, please give the dude a chance. When Cross was not over with the crowd, they gave the dude chance after chance after chance, and now that he gets only backstage segments. Hopefully hopefully this Sammy segment is the tipping point. And number 2, the Fatal 4-Way was a physical spectacle. The booking of how Jay should win made sense, even though I was rooting for Rusev Day. Rusev Day! Angry Seth knows not to mess with tracksuit Cody. LOL. The only thing that would have made it better, I put this in my one take review, is if at the end it wasn't just Cody and Jay in the ring, but it was also LA Knight and maybe Sheamus and Penta. That way, it felt like Seth and the Brawns were backing down from 2 dudes. And why would they? Because Braun Breaker is 2 dudes, and Bronson Reed is 2 dudes, and Seth Rollins can hold his own. So it was like 5 versus 2 right there. So, Oh, by the way, I forgot to put it in my video yesterday. The yawn counter. I had 9 yawns yesterday on Raw. I was just so my mind was focused on Goldberg. 9 yawns, and I give yesterday's Raw. It was a pretty good Raw. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'll give it 8 chops. It was a really decent Raw yesterday, Goldberg aside. Bishop Marley, as much as we all want this drawn-out Judgment Day storyline to come to an end, I am loving the arc where sneaky Finn Balor is manipulating the rest of the group. I'm interested to see where it goes. Honestly, yeah, Judgment Day has turned a corner for me. While they're no longer like the Raw's bloodline, that threat level, they're still low-key really entertaining. I don't think we need to break up the Judgment Day anymore. I'm actually enjoying them again. Glacier Boy, Io Sky has been very underutilized since WrestleMania. As world champ, she should be involved in more than just backstage segments for the past month. Why hasn't she defended her title? It's been she's literally not defended her titles in 2 months since WrestleMania. Can you imagine if John Cena, who's on a retirement tour, didn't defend his title in that amount of time? Heck, I think Roman Reigns defended his title more than Io Sky has. Booker Man, TTJC, honestly, Liv's injury affects Kairi and Nikki more than anyone else. The Judgment Day stuff can compensate for her absence, or they can just have her doing promos. But Kairi just lost her showcase and story building match. Just like Zoe's injury caused Kairi to take the pin, this bad luck is really bad for her momentum, and she's just coming back. Yeah, basically he's saying that, because the match happened, Kairi and Liv, it was a freak accident too. It wasn't anything crazy, but it happened during a Kairi Sane match. And the last injury with Zoe happened during a Kairi Sane match. And I really don't think it was Kairi's fault. But if other people do in the booking community, they start to think that Kairi is injuring people, well, that could affect a push for her. That could affect her push. So, I'm really hoping that it doesn't. And then he goes on to say, prayers for Liv, and I hope Kairi's luck turns around. I can agree with that statement. Pyrie Paul, I probably pronounced that name wrong. I apologize. Okay, Bayley versus Becky Lynch for the Intercontinental title should never happen in 2025. I want new faces to carry the division. All that Becky and Bayley did was politic their way to having a match. So I think Becky versus Bayley for the Midcard belt should not happen in 2025. It should have happened 10 years earlier. We want Lyra. Man, I hate Becky and Bayley. Right now, they want to steal the opportunity of Lyra Valkyria. They want to steal the spot of Lyra Valkyria to me. Becky and Bayley are 2 of the biggest hypocrites in women's wrestling. I'm going to let that statement sit, but there was a reply. I'm going to read the reply. Martin says that's the whole point of the story. Before Becky and Bayley got involved, no one cared about this title. Now when Lyra eventually wins it back, the crowd are actually going to be invested in her title reign. Just look at the absolute trash we get on SmackDown for their mid-card title. So I'm just going to read those 2 statements, and you both are heard, and I'm going to leave it at that. Jacob Dino Fan, hope AJ wins the Intercontinental Championship. I was really on board with a Dominic Mysterio title run, but if he's not going to really do nothing with it, then I would actually rather go to AJ. but I don't know. I kind of feel like AJ should be in a program for the big titles, the big boy titles, and I would like the Intercontinental title to stay kind of in, with mid-carders like Dominic Mysterio to elevate him to the main event. AJ Styles, I feel, can go in the main event any moment, anytime, but I don't know. The Intercontinental title, I would like it to be the workhorse title once more, and AJ Styles, well, he would definitely make it a workhorse title. Dax Torito. Raw is becoming more and more unwatchable. The amount of nepotism on this show is disgusting me. Bayley cannot cut a promo and can't wrestle. The Cody Rollins stare down was the only good part of the show, and Goldberg vs. Gunther is going to be better than people think. I'm going to address the nepotism thing, actually, because people were actually talking about nepotism on the live stream yesterday, and I don't care. I don't mind the nepotism as long as the wrestler can deliver. Think about it. Cody Rhodes, Randy Orton, Charlotte Flair, they're all Nepo hires. Dominic Mysterio, all Nepo hires. But who cares? Really, who cares as long as they are entertaining? And I really do think that they do. They entertain, they show up, they're very good wrestlers. But on the other hand, when they suck and they aren't doing well, I think they need to be either let go or sent back to development. And WWE has done that. There have been plenty of times where there's been a Nepo hire, and they gave them the opportunity, and they weren't able to run with it. The one that comes to mind is Ted DiBiase, the $1 Million Man, his kid. Well, him and Cody came up together, both Nepo hires, but Ted DiBiase didn't make it. And now look where Cody is. So a Nepo hire is not necessarily a bad thing in wrestling as long as you deliver. I will say, though, Ava on NXT, she sucks, and she's a Nepo hire, and she needs to go. Unless, turn her heel, see what she can do. Maybe she's like Vicky Guerrero. Vicky Guerrero, another Nepo hire, but she was so good as a heel, she's become one of the all-time villains of WWE. So, I'm definitely okay. You got your foot in the door because you know somebody, that's fine. Welcome, come in, have a cup of coffee, but if you suck, then don't let the door hit you on the way out. Akmel Ryan, I hope Chop is glad and excited for his favorite wrestler, Goldberg's match. Ahmed Ryan, I believe you are being facetious here, and it is not appreciated. Negligence, not a hot take, but I hope Liv is okay. I know the pain of a shoulder injury. Heck, any injury. I mean, look at Bianca Belair. She broke just 2 fingers, and she's been out of commission since WrestleMania. Like any injury, but a shoulder, that's rough. Liv is such a warrior. Such a warrior. She takes all the bumps and bruises. Pearl Lee, Goldberg should have come back last week to cost Gunther the World Heavyweight Championship. That would have actually been better. I still would have hated Goldberg's return, but that would have been better. Then Jay could have kept his title reign going, and we could have still had the Gunther versus Goldberg match at Saturday night's main event. Red Rock, thoughts and prayers to Liv. I also dislocated my shoulder in February wrestling, and I'm still on the path to recovery. Hopefully her dislocation happened cleaner than mine. Ooh. Side note, a little tragic, ironic, this is the same injury Rhea had around this same time. Yeah, man, that's kind of crazy. That's kind of crazy that Liv and Rhea had the same injury. And then, so since February, this dude has had a shoulder injury, and now Liv does too. So that's kind of scary. Though WWE, they have the best medical in all the world. So hopefully they recover, and I hope that you recover too, my friend. Bayley Rhodes, low-key, if WWE makes live return on Bayley, I'm going to be so mad. Let my girl find a friend that won't betray her, please. But I'm so happy that Bayley has a title match. Also, you don't have to include this, but I'm so sorry about Goldberg. Yes, thank you, I appreciate that. Hickory, I hope Goldberg squashes Gunther for the title and you cry. He squashes you next, and then he has a you emoji. You're next. I will cry if he squashes Gunther. Jimbo Slice, between last SmackDown and tonight's Raw, there seems to be an internal shift in storytelling, similar to the middle of the Bloodline arc. There's several narrative threads and feuds all intersecting and crossing paths. I like that a lot, actually. I've noticed it. I've noticed it too. I'm hoping that we're not just on a small little oasis of good storytelling, and I'm hoping that we've turned turned a corner. I'm hoping that whatever was going on, whatever backstage politics were happening, we're done with, and now it's just moving forward because Triple H has demonstrated that he can write very well, and I'm hoping we're back. I'm hoping Triple H is back. Cass Drilla, Corey Graves back on commentary is so refreshing. Yeah, I love Corey Graves on commentary. I don't know why we can't have Corey, Pat, and Michael Cole. Like, Corey's just, he's really, really good. And I'm not saying get rid of Pat. I like Pat, but if I had a choice, I'd pick Corey over Pat or all three. Green Squirrel. I can predict WWE 4 months ahead of at this point. All right, well, if you're going to say that, you got to put your money where your mouth is. Next time, give me some predictions, and then we can double back in 4 months to see if you're right. Huffing and puffing, I'm ready for an Austin Theory singles run. I think he's more ready now than he was before, so I hope they give that to him after the split. I don't know what they're going to do with Io now that Liv is hurt. Seems like she was the next challenger. Maybe slide Raquel in her place? No, Raquel's kind of in a feud with Rhea right now. But as regard to the Austin Theory singles run, yeah, he's ready. Like, what, we're at the 20th month of this breakup angle with Austin and Grayson Waller. Is it really worth having them in catering every week? Can we just split them up? You have 3 hours of TV on Raw and SmackDown. Like, you can't find time to give them a storyline and a match and a split-up angle? Daniel Pabu, the main event pictures colliding into one big storyline with multiple individual motives, and it's beautiful to see. 100% love it. WTF Patch, I miss Corey Graves a lot. I was so happy to see him on Raw tonight. I hope he gets more shows. I will say, if you have the time, he is also on NXT, but yeah, I would rather him be on one of the main shows. Shazam Hassan, it's a little weird to watch Jay go from too banged up to beat Gunther to winning a chaotic fatal 4-way. Also, in hindsight, they should have made the Io matches with Roxanne and Stephanie title defenses. They definitely should have made them title defenses. But yeah, you're right. I didn't really catch that. But yeah, Jay's huge storyline was he was hurt, he was injured, he couldn't beat Gunther, and then barely mentioned. Yeah, he had the tape around his midsection, but he should have made more mention of it. Now, there was 800 people who interfered that allowed him to win, so they had it out. They just needed to mention it more, and we needed to see Jay struggle more. Fat Shady, it was great to see Asuka back, but I personally don't think she should have won the match. I get it, she's a veteran, and they're probably going to give her the nod because she lost so much ground over the last 14 months, but I think it would have been better served pushing younger talent that is getting started and making names for themselves. Yeah, you know what? I mean, if you look at the men's division as well, it's like Cody, Randy, Sammy, Jay. Do those guys need the King of the Ring rub? Do they really need the King of the Ring rub? And Asuka, Alexa Bliss, like, do they need the Queen of the Ring rub? These are veterans. These are veterans of their divisions. Like, the King of the Ring was kind of for people who hadn't elevated themselves yet. Stone Cold Steve Austin, Triple H, Owen Hart, like these were, there were some people, Bret Hart, hey, he didn't need it. He did not need it. He was already a main event guy, but like Brock Lesnar, Gunther, they used the King of the Ring to elevate themselves into the main event. And so, like, I do get what you're saying. I'm happy that Asuka won. She's well deserving. But maybe someone like Stephanie Fakir, who has not been in the main event yet, maybe she could have used it. But we'll see, because eventually she's going to have to go up against the winner of Jade versus Roxanne Perez, whoever wins that match. And those two are in the perfect spot to become queen, because they're not main event talent right now, even though Jade kind of feels like she is. But so, like, if one of those two won, then yeah, that'd be okay. Ron talks tabletop. I guess the brand split is dead, huh? Also, how about that outfit by Xavier Woods? Yeah, Xavier Woods channeling his inner godfather. And yeah, the brand split, dead. Like, I don't know why I get my hopes up with it. Like, they bring it back, they do the draft, and I'm like, oh, finally, they're gonna keep to it. And then within 3 weeks, it all dissolves anyways. Christian Morgan, Raquel Rodriguez turns face and gets replaced with Roxanne Perez to go on a solo run and win the Women's World Heavyweight Championship. Or Roxanne Perez just wins over Raquel, and we pull a Rhea Ripley with Liv Morgan, ironically, and Liv comes back to completely different Judgment Day that she left, and now Liv Morgan is a face because Roxanne Perez has taken her spot with all of her friends. The Beast Baseball utilized Dom and Io in legitimate storylines, otherwise their title reigns will be for nothing. Yeah, you're right. I mean, they had great moments. Io had the best match at WrestleMania, and her title reign sucks. Dominic Mysterio had the best feel-good moment of WrestleMania, and his title reign sucks. Fun fact, though, Dominic has only fought against shapes. He beat Pentagon, and now he's beaten Octagon. Those are the only people he has beaten have been shapes. RKO 619, it's so sad how they keep botching moves and people are seriously getting injured. I think that's I was like, for a while I thought, is it because they don't have Vince McMahon yelling at them because like Triple H is too nice and they just keep botching moves? But honestly, I think it's because TKO cut all of their house shows and now they're not able to practice in front of live audiences much. And yeah, TKO, good job saving some money, but now your talent is being injured because you do not have enough house shows for them to practice at. Nada, Raw was pretty good. I felt like the only thing that bothered me was the JD AJ match. Still, by the end of the match, I was enjoying it. Yeah, it was just kind of like, I probably went a little too long. No disrespect to JD, but AJ Styles is like, he's like a legend in the business. So I feel like that match went a little too long, but I was also kind of still crashing out from Goldberg's appearance, so I can't really comment on it. Decent Raw, though. Decent Raw. Madden Davis, it's sad how much screen time Io's getting as world champ. You know it's bad when you forget she's even champ. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that people don't know. There's some people out there who's like, they probably just think that Tiffany Stratton is the champion of the women's division. And it's like, nope, Raw has a champion too. She just never defends it. And I get it, it's not Io's fault, but like, okay, then whoever's fault it is, get Io defending her championship. And finally, we got family-friendly PG guy. I'm really interested in Cody and Jay's match. It'll be pretty interesting to see them both as faces. With each encounter with Seth and Cody, have I leaned more and more into the idea that Cody Rhodes may turn heel on Jay. He has more, but I'm gonna just end it and I don't think Cody's going to turn heel. Not yet at least. One day, yes, but would he turn heel just to go fight a heel John Cena? Nah. Now, there is an off chance he turns heel fighting John Cena, and John Cena then turns face, but I don't think so. I think we have face Cody Rhodes for a couple more years. Now, though, the prospect of face versus face in Jay versus Cody, that's happening, and that's crazy. I am very surprised that WWE is doing that because it's like they're going to give it away at free TV because that's a PLE match. Their friendship has been going on for a while now, so I'm very, very interested in that matchup right there. Cody's going to win, but like, are they going to really risk the crowd turning on him? Because Jay Uso, Cody is like of the people, but Jay Uso, like, he is the people. I'm just very shocked that they are actually letting this match happen. I thought for a moment Bronson Reed would win, and that was Jay's out, but no, they're going for it. Very bold move on WWE's part to give us Jay versus Cody, the two top baby faces, arguably, of the company, in a match on free TV. Okay, let's see it. All right, so those are your hot takes for Monday Night Raw. Appreciate all you Goldberg fans sticking with me because yeah, it's gonna be a bumpy ride until after Saturday night's main event. But that said, you boys, you girls, I hope you all have a great and wonderful day. See ya, bye.